The University of Maryland, Baltimore County is an American public research university, located in Baltimore County, Maryland, United States, mostly in the community of Catonsville, approximately 10 minutes from downtown Baltimore City and 30 minutes from Washington, D.C. With a full 2014 enrollment of about 14,000 students, over 50 undergraduate majors, over 60 graduate programs, and the first university research park in Maryland, UMBC has been named the #1 up-and-coming university for 6 years in a row, since 2009, by U.S. News & World Report. In addition, U.S. News & World Report has placed UMBC in the top 10 for best undergraduate teaching 6 years in a row, being placed at number 5, the second highest-ranked public university. Established as a part of the University System of Maryland in 1966, the university specializes in the natural sciences and engineering, while also offering programs in the liberal arts and social sciences. Athletically, the UMBC Retrievers have 19 NCAA Division I teams that participate in the America East Conference. History. The planning of the University of Maryland, Baltimore County was first discussed in the 1950s due to the post-World War II baby boom, the expansion of higher education under the GI Bill, and a large amount of growth both in population and industry in the Baltimore-Washington metropolitan area. At this time, the University of Maryland, College Park was the main higher education source in the region, so talks began of adding a branch campus in the Baltimore area. In 1955, Governor Theodore McElwain issued the Needs of Higher Education in Maryland, which recommended the need for university expansion. 3 years later, the Advisory Committee on Higher Education in the State of Maryland report proposed that the Baltimore branch of the University of Maryland be established as a 2-year program, subordinate to the College Park campus. In 1960, the Warfield Commission, appointed by Governor Torres, issued a plan for expanding the University of Maryland, which propelled the idea of creating 3 additional university centers throughout Maryland. In 1963, the Maryland legislature approved the development of several new universities throughout Maryland. By the end of that year, 435 acres were purchased from Spring Grove State Hospital, a psychiatric facility in Catonsville, Maryland. The new campus would be efficiently located in southwestern Baltimore, and would be able to be accessed from Wilkins Avenue, the Baltimore Beltway and Interstate 95. Architectural design and planning of the new campus was completed at the University of Maryland, College Park. In 1965, Alban Owings-Kuhn, an accomplished administrator and professor at College Park, was named vice president of Baltimore campuses, including both UMBC and the founding campus, University of Maryland, Baltimore. The new campus also included Dr. Homer Shamp of the College Park as the first dean of faculty, David Lewis as the first full-time faculty member and head of social sciences, and John Haskell, Jr. as the first librarian. The first classes began on September 19, 1966 with 750 students, 3 buildings, and the older wing of the Biological Sciences building, 45 faculty members, 35 support staff and 500 parking spaces. As university enrollment increased drastically over the coming years, the university would also coincide with the turbulent changes in society in the 1960s. While undergoing the Civil Rights Movement and the Vietnam War, UMBC would prove to be a new and different atmosphere with open and peaceful minds during campus protests. In 1971, Alban Owings-Kuhn resigned his position as UMBC's first chancellor, succeeded by Kelvin B. T. Lee. 5 years later in 1976, John Dorsey, administrative vice president at the University of Maryland, College Park, is appointed as UMBC's third chancellor. By 1980, undergraduate enrollment reached 5,800 students. Also in this year, Homecoming and Quad Mania were established as cornerstone events that would become UMBC tradition for years to come. During this decade, the University Center and Sherman Hall were opened, as well as Hillside and Terrace Apartments. In addition, University of Maryland, College Park alum Jim Henson funds the establishment of the Imaging Research Center at UMBC. In 1986, Michael Hooker becomes chancellor until 1992 when he moves to president of the University of Massachusetts system. In 1988, a proposed merger of UMBC with the University of Baltimore was considered but was voted down by the University System of Maryland Board of Regents. In 1990, undergraduate enrollment reached over 10,000 students. In 1991, a merger plan between UMBC and the University of Maryland, Baltimore was approved in the Maryland House of Delegates, but was rejected by the Senate. Throughout the last decade of the 20th century, the university opened the Engineering and Computer Science Building in Potomac Hall. The current university president, Freeman A. Rabowski III, was appointed in 1992. The first decade of the 21st century featured many university developments as UMBC approached its 40th anniversary in 2006. Some of these developments included the establishment of the Center for Urban Environmental Research and Education, a new partnership with the NASA Goddard Space Flight Center to develop the Goddard Earth Science and Technology Center, as well as numerous expansions to the campus such as the University Commons, a physics building, Information Technology and Engineering Building and the Public Policy Building. During this time, UMBC was recognized by the American Society for Biochemistry and Molecular Biology for being the leading producers of chemistry and biochemistry degrees, and was classified by the Carnegie Foundation as being among the top-tier research universities, doctoral research universities for achieving 50 or more doctoral degrees per year across at least 15 disciplines. Academics and research. UMBC offers undergraduate and graduate degree programs in a variety of areas of study. There are 48 majors, 38 minors, 25 certificate and 13 pre-professional programs offering in its undergraduate program. UMBC's graduate school offers 37 master's degree programs, 24 doctoral degree programs and 21 graduate certificate programs. The university is divided into 3 colleges, 2 schools, as well as its graduate school. Alumni students are allowed to readmit to undergraduate programs and only need to satisfy core classes in order to obtain a second bachelor's degree. However, not all programs and departments are applicable in readmitting as their coursework can require lengthy prerequisites. Colleges The College of Natural and Mathematical Sciences includes the departments of Biological Sciences, Chemistry and Biochemistry, Geography and Environmental Systems, Mathematics and Statistics, and Physics. It also home to the new Department of Marine Biotechnology. The College of Engineering and Information Technology offers different areas of study in 5 departments, the departments of Chemical and Biochemical Engineering, Civil and Environmental Engineering, Computer Science and Electrical Engineering, Information Systems, and Mechanical Engineering. The College of Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences houses the most departments in the university and awards more than half of all undergraduate and graduate degrees. Among many others, it includes the departments of Ancient Studies, History, Music, Political Science, Sociology, Media and Communication Studies, and Visual Arts. Many of the departments are now housed in the new Performing Arts and Humanities building. The Media and Communication Studies Department is housed on the 2nd floor of Sherman Hall, in the A Wing. Groundbreaking and a grand opening ceremony for the Performing Arts building was held on September 19, 2012. Another grand opening ceremony will be held to officially open both phases of the building on October 17, 2014. Schools The Erickson School of Aging offers undergraduate and graduate level programs that focuses on various aspects of aging studies, including policy and management issues. The University of Maryland Graduate School, Baltimore represents the combined graduate and research programs at UMBC and the University of Maryland, Baltimore. The School of Public Policy includes the public policy programs for the master's and doctorate degrees. The University of Maryland School of Social Work links with the University of Maryland, Baltimore School of Social Work in offering undergraduate and graduate level programs. Research UMBC is among the fastest growing research universities in the country and is classified as a research university with high research activity by the Carnegie Foundation. The university consistently ranks among the top 200 U.S. institutions in research and development expenditures. UMBC's research strengths include environmental sciences, high-performance computation, life sciences, public policy and social sciences. The university is ranked among the top 20 U.S. universities in NASA funding. UMBC's NASA-funded centers at NASA Goddard include the Joint Center for Earth Systems Technology, the Goddard Planetary Heliophysics Institute, and the Center for Research and Exploration in Space Science and Technology. Faculty at UMBC have secured 27 National Science Foundation Career Awards since 1995. Over the past decade, 2 UMBC researchers have received the Presidential Early Career Award in Science and Engineering, one from NSF in 2005 and one from NSA in 2014. UMBC also has one of only 2 Howard Hughes Medical Institute investigators at a public university in Maryland, as well as a DARPA Young Faculty Award winner and NASA's 2012 Distinguished Public Service Medal recipient. UMBC faculty have also received Fulbright and Guggenheim Fellowships, BWTECH at UMBC. UMBC's Research Park houses 3 incubators in cybersecurity, life sciences, and clean technology. Additionally, UMBC has 20 campus-wide centers and institutes, including the Center for Urban Environmental Research and Education, the Hilltop Institute, the Institute of Marine and Environmental Technology, the Maryland Institute for Policy Analysis and Research, the Center for Advanced Sensor Technology, the Center for Art, Design and Visual Culture, the Imaging Research Center and the UMBC Center for Cybersecurity. Campus History In 1840, the state of Maryland purchased the land that the university is located on today. At that time, it was known as the Stapler Estate, owned by the prominent Stapler family of Baltimore County. James P. Stapler, the chief engineer and superintendent of the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad, was connected to the estate. The Baltimore Trade School, an orphan's home located on present-day Giffen Hill, was established in that same year. The school continued to operate and farm the surrounding acreage up until World War II. The state later added the property to Spring Grove State Hospital, who farmed the land until the university's establishment. A few of the original structures were still in use by UMBC for some time, including the Hillcrest Building and a farmhouse. Located off of Walker Avenue, the Hillcrest Building was originally built in 1921 to house patients of Spring Grove State Hospital. The building was historically significant, for it was the first building constructed specifically for the care and treatment of mentally ill prisoners to be built at a state psychiatric hospital anywhere in the United States. In 1965, the structure was used as UMBC's administration building, and later used as the Office of Residential Life and a student union. A common campus urban legend claims that the man that Hannibal Lecter was based on lived in a basement cell of the building. Hillcrest was demolished in 2007 due to toxicity concerns, leaving the farm silo on UMBC Boulevard to be oldest surviving structure on the university's campus. Landscape UMBC's main entrance is approached from Metropolitan Boulevard, where there is a UMBC campus exit that leads to UMBC Boulevard. Soon after the campus exit, UMBC Boulevard intersects Research Park Drive, which leads into UMBC's Research and Technology Park. UMBC's campus is also served by Wilkins Avenue, which provides access to the Baltimore Beltway and Rolling Road. Entrances off of Wilkins Avenue include Hilltop Road and Walker Avenue. Hilltop Road leads towards Catonsville's business district on Frederick Road and Spring Grove Hospital Center. On the other side of the campus, Poplar Avenue gives direct access to Arbutus's business district on East Drive. The campus core is served by Hilltop Circle, which creates a complete circle encompassing the campus. Academic Row is known to be the central pedestrian concourse and maintenance vehicle highway in the campus that borders along a series of buildings. Beginning south at Administration Drive, the pathway is covered by mature trees on either side. Academic Row is bordered by the Administration Building, the Retriever Activities Center, Janet and Walter Sondheim Hall, Sherman Hall, University Center, Math and Psychology Building, Biological Sciences Building, and the Naval Rotc Chemistry Building. At the northern end, the walkway is intersected by Schwartz Breezeway leading to the Commons, the university's student union. Academic Row terminates at the Albano Kuhn Library and Gallery, where multiple paths radiate across Erickson Field towards the Commons, a physics and public policy buildings, West Hills, Hillside, and terrace apartments, as well as additional dormitories. Taking any of the tree-lined staircases to the next level of campus leads to the ITE, Engineering, and Fine Arts buildings, all of which can also be accessed through shortcuts from any of the multitude of buildings on Academic Row. As of 2015, the new Performing Arts and Humanities Building has also been servicing students, which is another short walk up from the Engineering Building. New lots have also been constructed outside of the Performing Arts and Humanities Building in order to accommodate more commuter students and faculty. Fall of 2015 brings with it two new roundabouts that have been made at the intersection of Administration Drive and Research Park Drive and between Research Park Drive and the entrance ramp onto I-95. On the southern side of the Commons, a large grassy area known as the Quad is where many student events and activities take place throughout the school year. Another area of student congregation is at UC Plaza in front of the University Center. The University Center houses multiple dining options, the UC Ballroom, as well as additional university event and teaching space. Gallery Location UMBC's campus is located on 500 acres. It is approximately 10 minutes from Baltimore's Inner Harbor and 30 minutes from Washington, D.C. It is also 45 minutes away from Frederick, Maryland. Baltimore-Washington International Airport is 5 minutes away, as well as Amtrak and Baltimore Light Rail stations. In addition, the Mark Penn Line serves the UMBC population at Hale-Thorpe Station, which is located approximately 2 miles away on Southwestern Boulevard in Arbutus, Maryland. The Hale-Thorpe Satellite Bus Transit Line transports students to and from the train station. UMBC, 3 miles outside the Baltimore city limits, successfully lobbied the government to use Baltimore as its address. While its suburban campus has minimal interaction with its surroundings, students variously consider it to be located in the towns of Catonsville or Arbutus. The campus is undercut by a series of tunnels. The university is located in the neighborhood of southern Catonsville, 1.5 miles south of Catonsville's central business district along Frederick Road. Catonsville provides a college town atmosphere for UMBC by having numerous restaurants, bars, and other conveniences. The town also provides festivals and farmers markets every Sunday from May to November. Research and Technology Park UMBC Research and Technology Park is a 71-acre development on the campus hosting technology, bioscience and research organizations, many of which are engaged in partnership with the university. The Research Park, split into 2 campuses, is the oldest university research park in Maryland. The North Campus focuses primarily on cybersecurity, and includes the Cyber Incubator and a new edition of the Cyber Hive. The South Campus is a life science and business incubator, and has graduated over 50 companies through its program. Research Park tenants include the U.S. Geological Survey, U.S. Forestry Service, CardioMED Device Consultants, Audacious Inquiry, MedIQ, Physician Practice, Incorporated, Retirement Living TV, Essentium Corporation, Solven Innovations, RMF Engineering, Incorporated, Convergent Technology, Clear Resolution Consulting, Feeler Solutions, Potomac Photonics, and Next Breath. Transportation UMBC has several bus shuttle lines that are available to UMBC students, faculty, and staff. All but the Wave N ride are free by showing of one's campus identification card. The Wave N ride was historically available to anyone who needs intra-campus transport around Hilltop Circle and UMBC Boulevard, but the service is pending decommission. In August 2014, service has expanded to 2 new lines connect the campus to downtown Baltimore. These two lines also connect the campus to the Baltimore Metro subway by way of Lexington Market Station. The Downtown B line connects to the Metro as well as MARC train at Camden Station, and the Baltimore Light Rail by way of Convention Center Station. The Maryland Transit Administration offers additional service to the University of Maryland Baltimore County community. Bus lines 35, 77, and 95 offer service to the campus. Campus police UMBC maintains a 24-hour police staff of sworn officers, supplemented by non-sworn security officers and student marshals. Unlike the campus police of the University of Maryland, College Park and the University of Maryland, Baltimore, the campus police are not accredited by the Commission on Accreditation for Law Enforcement Agencies. Accreditation is expected by the University System of Maryland mandated 2013 deadline. The UMBC police logs all crime reports and statistics as required by law on the UMBC police webpage. President. In May 1992, Freeman A. Rabowski III began his term as president of the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. He was named by Time magazine as one of the 100 most influential people in the world, and for his work with UMBC was honored as America's top 10 college presidents in 2009. Under his leadership, UMBC has been ranked the #1 up-and-coming university in the USA for 6 consecutive years by U.S. News & World Report magazine. His research and publications are more focused on science and math education, with particular emphasis on minority participation and performance. Rabowski is admired by all of the students and receiving a CFI with him is oftentimes seen as an accomplishment. Financial aid and scholarships. The Naval Rotc Scholarship Program at UMBC is a program focused on the cultivation of underrepresented minority scholarship and awareness in the math, science, and engineering disciplines. Other scholarship programs include the CWIT Scholars Program, the Humanities Scholars Program, the CHA Humanities Fellowships, Honors College Fellowships, the Line and Artists Scholars Program, the Sondheim Public Affairs Scholars Program and the Sherman Teacher Education Scholars Program. The Line and Artists Scholars Program is a 4-year scholarship program for incoming freshmen with a major in the arts, including dance, music, performing arts, visual arts, and theater. The artists learn to work together and collaborate on projects, under the direction of Doug Hamby. Rankings. The university is ranked 149th in the latest 2014 U.S. News & World Report rankings of national universities across the United States, and it is ranked 85th nationally among public universities. UMBC ranks 4th among U.S. research universities in the production of IT degrees and certificates, according to U.S. Department of Education data. The data shows UMBC ranking number 21 in MIS, and number 31 in PhD IT degree production. In 2012, U.S. News & World Report rated UMBC as the 12th most underperforming university, citing a gap between academic reputation and performance in the academic indicators. The Carnegie Foundation classifies UMBC as a research university with high research activity. UMBC is one of 50 public institutions in the United States recognized by the Princeton Review as a best value college offering a combination of educational excellence and affordability. For the past 17 years, UMBC has been named one of America's top 5 up-and-coming national universities by U.S. News & World Report. In 2014, for the 6th year in a row, UMBC has been named #1 up-and-coming national university. UMBC has received a high rating of 4 out of 5 from Campus Pride, an LGBT-friendly campus climate index. Partnerships. The university has formed a variety of centers and institutes. It has a partnership with NASA, the Center for Space Science and Technology, Goddard Earth Sciences and Technology Center, and the Joint Center for Earth Systems Technology. All are affiliated with the Goddard Space Flight Center in Greenbelt, Maryland, and share collaboration efforts with the University of Maryland, College Park. In 2014, the university signed agreements with the United States Army Research Laboratory and the United States Army Research, Development and Engineering Command, for research in information systems, computer science, cybersecurity, networks, sensors, communications, mathematics and statistics, human dimensions, human systems integration, synthetic biology, power, quantum information processing, natural language processing and robotics. USB and the University of Maryland, Baltimore jointly operate the Research and Innovation Partnership Seed Grant Program, which aims to promote interinstitutional research collaborations between the two USM institutions and to stimulate joint grant proposals to federal agencies and foundations. This shared program allows students and faculty to receive grants for research, increased collaboration, as well as the ability to use the facilities of both universities. In February 2015, UMBC formed another partnership with Kyushu University in Fukuoka, Japan, for research in computer security. Furthermore, in the spring of 2015 an array of partnerships between UMBC and the U.S. Navy were announced. The two announced the opening of the first Naval ROTC unit in Maryland, on the campus of UMBC, with the U.S. Navy sponsoring a multitude of four-year full-ride scholarships for select candidates. In addition, a cybersecurity research partnership between the two institutions was announced, beginning with 5 collaborative research projects between UMBC faculty and students and the U.S. Navy. Sustainability. In 1997, President Freeman Rocc created the Conservation and Environmental Research Areas of UMBC, also known as CERA, on the south end of the campus. The conservation area encompasses 50 acres surrounding Pigpen Pond and BWTECH at UMBC Research and Technology Park. At the same time as preserving the land, CERA allowed UMBC students to use the land for educational and recreational purposes. CERA contains 2 parts. The larger tract, covering approximately 45 acres of the south end of the main campus, contains a wide variety of ecological conditions, mature upland forest, early and mid-successional forest, and riparian and wetland environments. The second, is much smaller, with an area of about 3 acres. This surrounds Pigpen Pond, which was once actually a pig pen until it filled with water. There are also several areas within CERA where evidence of previous human occupancy and use can be found. In addition to teaching opportunities for faculty, CERA offers a wide range of opportunities for students and faculty to undertake short and long-term research projects in a variety of disciplines. Management of CERA is guided by the need to maintain these landscapes as natural areas to be preserved and protected for approved uses in education, research and wildlife observation. In 2007, President Freeman Rocc signed on to the American College and University President's Climate Commitment and formed the Climate Change Task Force. 20% of the university's emissions comes from renewable energy. Additional sustainable efforts include a green roof on Patapsco Hall, and the construction of new LEED-certified buildings such as West Hills Community Center and the Performing Arts and Humanities Building. Preservation has also been a growing focus for UMBC, through the creation of CERA, Conservation Environmental Research Area. No-mo zones, and stormwater retention ponds have also been added to the campus. In 2013, UMBC earned Campus USA recognition by the Arbor Day Foundation. In May 2014, UMBC dedicated 11 acres on the northeastern side of the campus for preservation through the Maryland Department of Natural Resources. Also in 2014, the university has opened its first community garden for its students. The garden will give students the chance to grow their own food on campus. True Grit. The Chesapeake Bay Retriever is the state dog of Maryland and has been the mascot of UMBC since weeks after its founding in 1966. The costumed mascot was alternately known as Fever the Retriever in the late 1990s. The university also once had a live mascot, upon whom the True Grit statue is based, named Camper Sam. At the beginning of the 2008 fall semester, a Chesapeake Bay Retriever puppy was chosen as a new mascot. He attends many athletic events and an online poll was held on the Retriever Activities Center website to choose his name, which was ultimately decided as Gritty. The school's dining hall is named True Grits. True Grit appears in 2 forms, both as a statue in front of the Retriever Activities Center of a Chesapeake Bay Retriever and as a costumed mascot, an anthropomorphized Chesapeake Bay Retriever. The latter can typically be seen in attire of whatever sport he is currently attending. This is most often basketball or lacrosse. As part of an art installation, there are also several smaller True Grit statues placed around campus, all given themed decoration by various student artists. A new tradition has begun on campus of rubbing the nose of the True Grit statue for good luck after orientation into the university. Student life. The Resident Student Association and Student Events Board provides social programming during all academic semesters at UMBC. Over 200 student-run organizations exist on campus. LLC This unique interdisciplinary doctoral program draws upon faculty from disciplines in the humanities and social sciences from 8 departments and programs at UMBC: Africana Studies, American Studies, Education, English, History, Gender and Women's Studies, Modern Languages, Linguistics and Intercultural Communication, and Sociology and Anthropology. LLC A living learning community is essentially themed housing. A hallway of one of UMBC's residence halls is set aside for students who share a certain academic ground. LLCs are intended to provide residents with social, academic, and career opportunities related to their theme. Many sponsor a one-credit course in which students are required to enroll. UMBC has 8 LLCs, listed below. The Center for Women in Technology. The Center for Women in Technology LLC houses women and men who major in engineering or information technology, with the special intention of providing a community for females in this traditionally male-dominated academic area. It offers academic, social, and career opportunities. Discovery Scholars. The Discovery Scholars LLC helps students of an undecided career path explore possible majors and careers. Participants must enroll in its sponsored one-credit course. Discovery Scholars are provided with social excursions, career exploration services, academic advising. Honors College. The Honors College LLC houses members of UMBC's Honors College, providing an environment for socialization outside the classroom. Graduates of the Honors Program must earn at least an A, or be in special honors level courses in various categories of academic disciplines. Humanities Floor. The Humanities Floor LLC is composed of students interested in though not necessarily majoring in the humanities. It facilitates intelligent discussion and field trips related to the humanities. Residents must attend 4 sponsored events and assist in planning floor activities. Intercultural Living Exchange. The Intercultural Living Exchange LLC aims to promote cultural diversity. Residents are mentored by international students and participate in social events centered around cultural items, such as holidays, movies, or cuisine. Students earn academic credit for participating in this LLC. Students can participate in language immersion and live with others who are studying French, Spanish, Korean, or Chinese. Shriver Living Learning Center. The Shriver Living Learning Center LLC is centered around service learning. Students build leadership skills by volunteering 3 to 5 hours weekly. They are required to take the LLC's sponsored academic course. Residents also hear presentations from guest speakers and give presentations on their own service experiences. Students are able to earn academic credit for their participation. Visual and Performing Arts. The Visual and Performing Arts LLC provides students interested in the arts chances to deepen their experience of the arts through learning new skills, holding intelligent discussions, and attending relevant events. Women Involved in Learning and Leadership. The Women Involved in Learning and Leadership LLC is intended to promote leadership skills in social issues. Residents hear speakers, activists, and organizations involved in social change as well as plan and attend related events. Though not its sole focal points, feminism and gender issues predominate this LLC. Student Events Board. The Student Events Board, stylized as, is the major programming organization on campus. They host approximately 150 events a semester that are diverse, fun, and often free. The Spring Festival on campus, Quad Mania, is hosted entirely by Homecoming. UMBC holds homecoming in the fall semester, usually during the month of October. Homecoming consists of numerous activities and festivities on campus. Namely, homecoming includes the 5K DAWG chase race, and a comedy show. Past performances include Jim Gaffigan, B.J. Novak, Nick Offerman, Bo Burnham, and others. Quad Mania. During the spring semester, Quad Mania serves as the university's student festival. The event usually takes place during April outdoors in the Quad, the central quadrangle of the campus next to the Commons. The headliner for the spring of 2012 was Gym Class Heroes. The headliner for the spring of 2013 was Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, and that for the spring of 2014 was Capital Cities. The 2014 Quad Mania was also to have elephant rides, but these were allegedly cancelled due to claims of animal cruelty by some students. In 2015, Kesha will be performing at the Retriever Activities Center. Greek life equals, UMBC has 23 officially registered sororities and fraternities, with nearly 5% of UMBC's undergraduate students belonging to one of them. UMBC is home to 5 PHA organizations, which include Alpha Sigma Alpha, Alpha Sigma Kappa, Delta Phi Epsilon, Phi Mu, and Phi Sigma Sigma. Residential life equals campus housing equals. There are 10 housing areas housing approximately 3,900 students, which are Potomac Hall, Chesapeake Hall, Erickson Hall, Harbor Hall, Patapsco Hall, Susquehanna Hall, Hillside Apartments, Terrace Apartments, Walker Avenue Apartments, West Hill Apartments. Those building types denoted hall are traditional dormitories with the following typifying characteristics. Shared rooms, shared bathrooms, includes basic furniture, internet access and access to cable television, special activities and events every week in the dormitories. Patapsco Hall and the on-campus apartments are open all year, including holiday breaks. Most international students prefer Patapsco Hall because it is always open. Erickson Hall rooms include a living area between the 2 bedrooms, with a bathroom located in the living area. Those denoted apartments are distinct in the following ways. 1 student per room, all avail continuous occupancy 9-month housing, all include a living room. All apartment buildings in the West Hill region will be under renovation in the fall of 2014, excepting 7 and Chester. Off-campus housing equals, many university students often live off-campus to neighboring communities. This is supported by the UMBC transit lines serving these neighborhoods. Popular locations for students include Catonsville and Arbutus. Students also live in numerous Baltimore City neighborhoods such as Beechfield, Oakley, Irvington, Yale Heights, and Edmondson. Chess. UMBC has won the Pan American Chess Tournament 9 times in 13 years. The school provides substantial chess scholarships to outstanding high school graduate players at the international or grandmaster level. Former UMBC team captain GM Alexander Onisyuk has gone on to become U.S. champion in 2006. Professor of Computer Science Alan Sherman has been instrumental in building up the UMBC chess dynasty by recruiting players from around the world. Athletics. The school's sports teams are called the Retrievers, with colors black and gold. The mascot of the university is the Chesapeake Bay Retriever, the state dog of Maryland, named True Grit. A statue of True Grit stands in front of the Retriever Activities Center. The Retrievers participate in NCAA Division I as a member of the America East Conference, fielding 17 varsity sports. 8 men's and 9 women's. Men's swimming and diving currently participates in the Coastal Collegiate Swimming Association because the America East no longer sponsors that sport for men. The Retrievers' fight song is the UMBC Riser, and was written by Dr. George Larnu, a professor of policy sciences. The UMBC women's volleyball team has participated in the America East tournament every year since 2008. In 2013 the team became a runner-up after losing to University of New Hampshire. In 2009, The men's lacrosse team secured their fifth consecutive outright or shared America East regular season championship and their third America East tournament championship in 4 years. UMBC has secured a berth in the NCAA tournament each of the past 4 seasons. In 2007, the unseeded Retrievers upset 7th-seeded Maryland, 13-9, in the NCAA tournament to advance to the Division I second round for the first, and so far only, time in school history. The Retrievers won their first regular season American East men's basketball title in 2007 August, and also qualified for their first NCAA Division I men's basketball tournament. They had previously competed in the Division II men's basketball tournament. The Retrievers men's soccer team won the America East Conference in 2010, receiving an automatic bid to the NCAA Division I men's soccer tournament. The Retrievers won their first round game against Princeton but lost in the second round in a shootout to a ranked William and Mary team. Star striker, Levi Huapu, from the 2010 team was drafted as a fifth pick in the third round of the 2011 MLS Superdraft by the Philadelphia Union. He is the first UMBC player to be drafted into the MLS. Levi is now a member of the Baltimore Blast of the Major Indoor Soccer League. The men also won the conference again in 2012, and advanced to the NCAA tournament once again. They won their first round game against Old Dominion, but lost in penalty kicks in the second round to defending champion, UNC Chapel Hill. In 2013 the Retrievers led the country in overall record and became the first team since 1997 to repeat as America East Conference champions. They would earn a number 16 seed and a first round bye as well as host UMBC's first ever NCAA tournament match in any sport. The Retrievers would fall in a penalty shootout for the third time in 4 years in the second round of the tournament to UConn. In 2014, the Retrievers won their third straight America East Conference championship and advanced the furthest of any UMBC NCAA Division I team by beating the number 12 ranked Creighton 4-3 on PKs, as the Retrievers reached the NCAA Men's Soccer Championship semifinals. UMBC is the first team in tournament history to win 4 consecutive road games and to post shutouts in 4 consecutive games to reach the College Cup. The Retriever women's soccer team won their first American East Conference title and made their first NCAA tournament appearance in 2013, where they lost to number 1 ranked VA Tech 2-0 in the first round. This was an amazing accomplishment considering the team had a cumulative record of 3-39-9 in their previous 3 years. The Retrievers men's swimming and diving program captured its 15th straight conference championship in the 2012 Euro 13 season. This streak included every season the UMBC program had competed in the America East, starting with the schools joining the conference in 2003 Euro 04 and ending when the America East dropped the sport at the end of the 2012 Euro 13 school year. The streak of UMBC conference titles in this sport did not continue in the CCSA. Retrievers basketball games are broadcast by Paul Mittemeyer and Gary Stein as well as Troy Green and Dan Levin. In 2010, a contest was launched to find a new logo for athletics. In May 2010, the UMBC Athletic Department unveiled a new logo for the Retrievers created by Jim Lord. Notable people. References. External links, official website, official athletics website.